Chapter 9. HR. The trouble with HR. Rob arrived at the office to find his team gathered in the break room, buzzing like bees on too much espresso. Someone had brought in donuts. Everyone was whispering. Then Alan, the newest intern who still called Rob sir like he was a Civil War general, pointed toward his office door and said, there's something waiting for you. Rob turned the corner. There was a helium balloon bouquet in the shape of pink baby bottles. A glittery banner stretched across the glass. Congrats, Daddy-to-be. And on his desk, a onesie, black, size newborn, printed across the chest in neon pink letters, spawn of the boss man. He froze. His jaw dropped so hard it could have shattered glass. Mary had signed the card. You always said you wanted to leave a legacy. Red Heart M. Alan, bless his soul, chuckled nervously. Is this real? Rob laughed. Loudly. Too loudly. Of course not. It's a joke. An inside joke. Mary's got a weird sense of humor. The team awkwardly nodded and dispersed like frightened pigeons. But the rumor mill had already begun spinning fast enough to generate its own wind power. He stormed into Mary's office. She sat behind her desk, typing, sipping from a water bottle that read CEO of Chaos and Rhinestones. What the hell was that? He hissed. She blinked innocently. What? You said no one suspects anything. I figure a little fun might keep it interesting. This is not fun, Mary. This is insane. Oh, come on, Rob. You used to like insane. She smiled slowly, the kind that made his spine tighten. Besides, everyone's always talking about your legacy. I'm just helping you visualize it. He wanted to scream, or vanish, or throw the balloon bouquet out the window and follow it to freedom. Instead, he slammed her door behind him and muttered, You've got to stop. This isn't funny. She called after him sweetly. Robbie? If I was pregnant, would you even want to know? He didn't answer. He couldn't. Because somewhere in the darkest, dumbest part of his brain, a small voice whispered, What if she is? Rob was still peeling glitter off his desk when the email hit. Subject, quick chat from Deborah Kim, HR time, 1:03 p.m. His stomach dropped. Again? He hadn't been summoned by HR twice in 10 years, and now he was on track to earn a punch card. He tapped at the door to HR like a man approaching the gallows. Deborah was already seated, her hands folded neatly, a company-branded mug in front of her that read We put the human in resources. Ironic, considering her expression had all the warmth of a tax audit. Robert, she said, motioning for him to sit. Let's talk about the balloons. He tried for a laugh. It came out like a cough. Yeah, that. Total misunderstanding. Just a joke. Deborah didn't blink. The entire third floor saw the display. Your assistant had to step over a stuffed giraffe that said future CEO to reach your inbox. Look, he said, adjusting his tie like it might change the subject. Mary was trying to be funny. She has a strange sense of humor. It wasn't sanctioned. She used the company's FedEx account to have the items delivered. Overnight. Rob winced. Deborah leaned forward, just enough to make her necklace sway like a pendulum of judgment. I'm going to ask you again, clearly. Are you in a relationship with Mary Fontaine? He paused, just long enough for it to be a problem, Doc. It's complicated. That's not an acceptable status, Robert. This is a corporate office, not a Facebook page. He closed his eyes briefly. It's over. Or it will be. Immediately, she tapped her fingers together. This is the second incident involving the two of you. We're dangerously close to a formal investigation. The company cannot afford a scandal. And you are not as untouchable as you think. That one landed like a punch. Rob swallowed hard. Understood. No more incidents. I'll speak to her. Deborah nodded slowly. Do that. And if this continues, you'll be doing more than speaking. You'll be updating your resume. Back in his office, Rob sat in his chair and stared at the ceiling. The air felt thicker. The walls smaller. His career, once built on precision and control, now teetered like a stack of champagne glasses in an earthquake. He looked down at his phone. A new text from Mary. Hi. So I was thinking, baby names? I like Rowan. Gender neutral. Like our love. He turned off the screen and slid the phone under a file folder. He wasn't just playing with fire anymore. He was hosting the bonfire, and it had RSVP'd yes to hell.